From saving pets and the planet to helping children and families get needed medical care. Stay tuned to number 1 to find out the 10 most amazing charities in the world. Number 10. Compassion International. There are a lot of religious charities out there in the world, but the question of whether they actually do what they claim to do is always in people's minds. But for Compassion International, they are legendary for not only being transparent, but for truly doing what they set out to do. And this is make the lives of young children all over the world better. This is a different kind of charity in that regard, because you don't just give money to these kids and their families, you actually interact with them. You get a picture of the child that you sponsor, for lack of a better word, and then once all the paperwork is filled and you start making your contributions, you get an address for your child and you start talking with them. And lest you think that it could be some other person faking it, Compassion hosts many mission trips for people to go and meet the child or children that they sponsor. The contributions are small, so they don't break the bank of people, but in regards to where they live, these contributions help raise money for clothes, food, and survival. Tens of thousands of people have been helped by Compassion International, and the charity is very highly ranked by people in the industry. And a study was done once that showed that those kids sponsored through Compassion International had a much higher chance of living a good and healthy life because of the charity, their sponsors, and their support. Number 9. Best Friends Animal Society. The mission of Best Friends Animal Society is to bring about a time when there are no more homeless pets. We do this by helping end the euthanasia in America's animal shelters through building community programs and partnerships all across the nation. We believe that by working together, we can save them all. We've all seen the commercials of animals that you should adopt for one reason or another, but this charity goes beyond that. Animals deserve to be treated well whether they're adopted or not, and shelters honestly don't always treat pets with respect. The Best Friends Animal Society changes that. They fight for the rights of all animals and do their best to make sure that all the animals that are under their care are well treated, and might just find a loving home one day. No animals left behind. Number 8. Room to Read. Before we talk about this amazing charity, take a moment to like this video and join the Zero to Hero community by using the buttons below. Room to Read seeks to transform the lives of millions of children in low-income communities by focusing on literacy and gender equality in education. Working in collaboration with local communities, partner organizations, and governments, we develop literacy skills and a habit of reading among primary school children, and support girls to complete secondary school with the relevant life skills to succeed in school and beyond. The world is very diverse in terms of how it handles education, and many countries in the world aren't able to give the education that many want or desire. So organizations like Room to Read allow just that. A chance for children in third world countries and even first world countries to have a chance to have the education that they deserve. Number 7. Convoy of Hope. Convoy of Hope is a faith-based, nonprofit organization with a driving passion to feed the world through children's feeding initiatives, community outreach, and disaster response. Each year, in dozens of communities throughout the nation, guests of honor receive free groceries, health and dental screenings, haircuts, family portraits, hot meals, job placement assistance, and much more at our signature events. If you're able to have a good meal tonight, you're lucky, because there are a lot of people in the world who don't have that option. But since 1994, Convoy of Hope has been working hard to try and remedy that as much as they can. Whether it be through simple grocery deliveries or providing for a family that hasn't been able to get what they need for themselves, this Christian organization works hard to keep people fed and happy. Number 6. Direct Relief. Direct Relief is a humanitarian organization active in all 50 states and more than 80 countries, with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies. Non-governmental, non-sectarian, and not-for-profit, Direct Relief provides assistance to people and communities without regard to politics, religion, ethnic identities, or ability to pay. Direct Relief's assistance programs, which focus on emergency preparedness and disaster response and the prevention and treatment of disease, are tailored to the particular circumstances and needs of the world's most vulnerable and at-risk populations. Who will answer the call when things go bad? When a disaster strikes and people need help, who will be there to assist them? One of the answers is Direct Relief, who use their donations to stock up and prepare for disasters and then use them when the time is needed. Whether it be a natural disaster or a medical one, or something in between, they're ready to provide aid to those who need it. Number 5. Make a wish. When life-changing wishes are granted, a wish effect occurs. The wish allows children battling critical illnesses to build the hope and strength that they need to fight harder and see the impossible become possible. Research shows that wishes can give these children a higher chance of survival, and it's why health professionals often use a wish as part of their treatment plan, because wishes can build compliance with care and potentially give their parents a better chance of reducing time spent in the hospital. There is nothing more powerful than a child's wish. That's the wish effect. Truth be told, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is one of the greatest foundations on earth because they do things for young kids that most people honestly can't. The power of wishes is a real thing, and though not all of those who get a wish survive, they do bring a bright spot to their lives, and they inspire others and themselves to keep going no matter how dark things get. And that's pretty awesome. Multiple organizations from all over the world take part in Make-A-Wish, and you should too, if you can. Number 4. Greenpeace. Greenpeace is a global, independent campaigning organization that uses peaceful protests and creative communication to expose global environmental problems and promote solutions that are essential to a green and peaceful future. Our world is a many-splendored thing, but it's also something that gets abused a lot because we feel we can destroy it, almost as if we own it. And yet, that's not true. The world was here before humanity, and we need it to continue for our own survival. As such, it deserves to be protected. Groups like Greenpeace do just that. They go around the world and try to help preserve the planet through both protests and multiple forms of communication, and they're trying to rebuild what has been lost. Greenpeace has gotten a bit of a reputation over the years, but that doesn't mean that they aren't doing good work. They really are. And if someone like them doesn't stand up for the environment, who will? So, no, it's not just a hippie organization. It's a group of people dedicated to saving the planet before it's too late. Number 3. Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity is a global nonprofit housing organization working in local communities across all 50 states in the U.S. and in approximately 70 countries. Habitat's vision is of a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Habitat works towards our vision by building strength, stability, and self-reliance in partnership with families in need of decent and affordable housing. Habitat owners help build their own home alongside volunteers and pay an affordable mortgage. Okay, so here's a question. Do you like the home that you have or apartment you live in? Could you imagine getting off work one day and not having a home to go to? Well, that's a situation that many people have to deal with right now. And Habitat for Humanity is an amazing charity that takes donations and volunteer work to try and both make and fix houses in order to help ensure that many people around the world have a home to go to. And that's a big deal. What's more, this charity has gotten support from many big-name people from all over the world, including famed President Jimmy Carter. So if you're looking to do some good in the world, see if you can help build a house with this charity. Number 2. St. Jude's Hospital. If there's one thing in this world that everyone needs, but not everyone has the money to afford, it's medical care. Even with certain countries having built-in or paid-for health care, it's still really hard for families to afford the massive amounts of money that certain procedures cost. And what's worse, sometimes it's very young children that have these issues, and parents don't know what to do or where to go. Well, St. Jude's is one of the most famous charities in the world because of how they help families afford expensive procedures. Or if there isn't a treatment, they do lots of research to try to find one. And the best part is that the procedures are paid for by donors, so the families can focus on other expenses and not the surgeries or other medical expenses. The mission of St. Jude's Research Hospital is to advance cures and means of prevention for pediatric catastrophic diseases through research and treatment. Consistent with the vision of our founder Danny Thomas, no child is denied treatment based on race, religion, or a family's ability to pay. So if you're looking for a good cause to support, this is one you can do without fear of misuse. Number 1. American Red Cross. Each day, thousands of people just like you, provide compassionate care to those in need. our network of generous donors, volunteers, and employees share a mission of preventing and relieving suffering, here at home and around the world. We roll up our sleeves and donate time, money, and blood. We learn or teach life-saving skills so that our communities can be better prepared when the need arises. We do this every day because the Red Cross is needed every day. Hard to top a statement like that, don't you think? The American Red Cross is one charity that not only you can count on to get things done, but be completely open and honest about what they do. And what they do is save lives in whatever manner they feel they can. There are places all over the world that draw blood from people, and most of that blood goes to the Red Cross so that they can have them for emergency situations. But it goes beyond basic blood. They also help train people in medical practices. They're some of the first responders in natural disasters like tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes. And they go around the world to try and help others when needed. And like they said, they're always needed, which is why donations of cash or blood or even volunteer services are always deserved by them. What do you think about the charities on this list? Let us know in the comments below and take care.